that is very, very important. Now let's look at tax administration without proper data analytics. What does it look like? It's like taking heat out of fire. What do you get? Heat out of fire. Melody out of music. It will be meaningless. You understand what I'm saying? If you meet a taxpayer and you give him information about just his 4 bank accounts and their balances, the man will listen to you. You understand what I'm saying? But when he has given you 1 bank account and you are still battling with that and 4 main accounts are hiding, you will see that tax administration without data analytics is like fact out of history. Or if you put your mind out of metaphysics, or you put words out of vocabularies. It's like admiring a beautiful lady in darkness where there is no light. I don't know how much you will get from that lady. The coronary is also true. If you are admiring a handsome man in darkness, I don't know what you are admiring. So you cannot do tax administration without data analytics. The man will be laughing. Even when you think you have collected so much, he will still be smiling, say they don't know what is happening. So we need really to move on. Let's use this again to further buttress the importance of data analytics. Before you is a diagram showing World Ministry Budget in 2022. I want you to note the highest spender from that table. Just note it, because the next slide will give you a surprise. The guy that spent the highest there is Mr. US. Am I correct? Spending as much as $876 billion. Number 2 guy is the Chinese. Am I correct? Followed by Mr. Russia. Number 4 is who? Just note those countries though. Number 5 is who? Saudi. Now, let's go to the next slide while we note those people that spend so much. Look at this one. We know it's okay. Let's compare your spending as a percentage of your GDP. Do you understand what I'm saying now? How much pain do you receive from the amount you are spending on your military defense? Surprisingly, we discovered that Ukraine spent 9.49% of their budget on defense. Saudi is still very good, Abi, from number 5 to 2. Is it not fair? Is it not fair? You know, in the previous, Saudi is number what? Number 5. So to even have a place here is good. Then you see Oman. If you have been to Oman before, just before you land at where now? Dubai. You understand now? One small country there is spending 8.19% of their money on defense. Qatar, 5.88, and Nigeria, 5.9. Where is Mr. US? Look at the number of Mr. US. Number 17. Why China is now number what? 65. That is to tell you, as we collect taxes from taxpayers, the top 100 might not be the top 100 compliance taxpayers. Do you understand what I'm saying now? If we have the facts and the figures and we work on them, they might even need to pay double if we are to look at the transactions and the economic activities that took place under the period that we collected those taxes. So data analytics brings out these facts as we look at them. I was thinking somebody will ask me, where is Nigeria? So I checked the map too. I have not found it. Another thing you should also note, if you want to start fighting countries, you will see the part of the world that you should not dare. I hope you can see the part of the world you should not dare, who are ready to spend their last kobo to defend themselves. Now, our products in tax data management department, which we are familiar with, First, our analyst portal, right? The analyst portal is an application where you can send requests to us when we create you. Then when the analysis are done, we put it there, you download. Also, we have menu for you to give feedback of the data that has been used in terms of the additional assessment, the amount collected, the amount outstanding. We also have the file manager, which is like slicing the storage capability that we have into various tax offices. You have your own bit, and we create your users there. Whatever data we analyze for you, we put under your tax office. You analyze and also update your records there. We have taxpayer assessment tracker, and the next one, which is the analyst to go, which is a recent development. The tax assessment tracker generates comprehensive report on the taxpayer and give us suspicious assessment report that display taxpayers and its assessment records in the last closed assessment period. This one gives you information, even give you the kind of the estimated tax at loss based on the transactions available to us and the amount of taxes that these taxpayers have paid in the period. We can see the gap for purpose of analysis and further treatment with the taxpayers. Also, we see that this application has the capability of risk profiling the taxpayers based on some parameters to show those ones that are ripe for audit. The other one is the analyst to go, which is an application that runs on our Android devices. We can put it on our phones. Any taxpayer that we come across, we see the name, we have transaction with them, we punch it, we see whether they are on our tax net. If not, we can flag it so that they will be visited. And if they are, we can see some of their previous assessment and payments. Let's look at a few benefits. We have mentioned them of data-driven decision-making. First, it enhances taxpayer compliance and enforcement. So when we have information about taxpayers, it improves compliance, improves revenue collection and forecasting, strengthens fraud detection and risk management. It optimizes resource allocation and efficiency. Of course, there is no tax authority globally that have the enough manpower to follow up with all the taxpayers. Limited resources, both human and material, will require that we risk profile and follow after a particular class of taxpayers that will bring yield. Support evidence-based policy formulation. Some of the cases we have in court, when they lack merit in terms of supporting information for us to win, as we are having this litigation, we should have data to back them up. A typical one is ongoing now, where the department provide information to the litigation department to get the taxpayer. It enhances taxpayer services and engagement. The taxpayer services have also said that some of the major signals of tax administrators that are successful globally are those that have used data in their tax administration. I want to bring this up to see just a few ideas about data analytics. Some of you do it for us at times unknowingly. Now, it's about curiosity. You see transaction, you see the taxpayer, you look at their board of directors, you look at even some of their expenses. It will tell you that something is missing. Some taxpayers have deliberately arranged their book in such a way that they will be making losses year after year. Now, where a taxpayer is making losses and the remuneration of the directors very huge. You understand what I'm saying? If you have visited the company, you see they are using the latest Prado, and yet they are making losses. Is it not designed to make loss? I say, has the company not designed to make loss? So at least curiosity will tell you that there are missing gaps. At worst, we should be able to go after the directors and report their payments to the right state board of internal revenues. You understand what I'm saying? If they cannot pay to us, they will pay to another authority. You get it now? So by the time they start seeing that we are bringing facts to the table, then the true transaction, even if you look at those transactions, you see some payments belonging to the company might have even gone to the director's account. So out of curiosity, business knowledge, if you understand how the business is conducted, you know there are major expenses, you know areas ordinarily they should not expend money. It will let you know where the missing gaps are. You check key performance indicators as well as have some little analytical skills. At least everybody in this position should be able to manage Excel. You understand what I'm saying? Should be able to fill Excel and add up a few things and see where the gaps are. Sometimes we get information from field offices that create analytical skills in us. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. If somebody is filing for VAT, but is not filing for CIT, somebody asks us, please, let us see them and let us see why they are not filing for CIT. Do you understand what I'm saying? We are not there, but because you are there, you are seeing a particular pattern. By the time you bring it to us, we turn it to analytical skills. Data analytics in terms of, we have said all these ones. And where our sources of data, the data that we manage for you are from taxpayer registration and filing from the Tax Promax. We have financial statements and invoices, third-party data from the banks and the audit and data analytics. Also, what are our recommendations? You should embrace data analytics, data-driven decision-making. Just looking at the fact you need more information, enhance analytical skills, use data analytics to improve compliance, and advocate for better data management practices. And we have success stories which we want to share as we conclude this presentation. This one is belated because I know the figures are with you. However, we need to mention the success story we have with the Emerging Tax Group. Without this success story, our 2024 report will not be complete. You can see from here that total number of reactivated taxpayers at February is already around 3,000. I'm sure you might have discussed this yesterday from the TPRU section. Total assessment as at February was about 2.5 billion, while total collection was about 2.3 billion. Now, there's something particularly worth mentioning here. The percentage of collection on the assessment. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. We have figures from other departments and other groups. We don't have this kind of percentage. And it shows the importance of collaboration between tax data management and the group, and the monitoring from the unit and also at the CD level. So which shows that when a process is owned and monitored, it brings a very large yield. Oh, very good. So I will go to another thing. Since this is your purview, feedback may not just be in figure or money. If we send data to you, you have an observation, or there is a way we can do it in a better way, let us know. Somebody just sent, do you see any figure here? Where he said that our data has been useful, and without the data, he wouldn't have done as much as he has done. In my native language, they will say it makes your head to swell. I don't know how to translate it to English. Amoriwu. So when we get this kind of feedbacks, it makes us happy and makes us work better. Also, some other departments have sent their feedbacks. There was a particular 5 set of Chinese companies that additional assessment of 5 billion was made. Initially, they were giving partial returns to us. Other departments like the debt management also have shown both Naira and foreign collections as a result of our support for them. In conclusion, data analytics is a crucial tool for modern tax administration. We cannot run away from it. But I think FRA has embraced it, and we are to improve on it. And this year, for the 29,000, about the 30,000 inactive taxpayers, we have updated their data. We have reanalyzed it again up to March 31st, and we're already flying with you for further work to improve collection and compliance. So, on this note, I thank everyone for listening. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Olarenwaju. Please, sir, can we just hold you for a while? Can you please once more put your hands together for Mr. Olarenwaju, the Director, Tax Data Management Department, for a very brilliant presentation. He did it right on time. I didn't have to, in short, my error for bringing this, because you did it right on time. Thank you very much. May you go back to your seat very quickly, sir. You have your questions. Please note down these questions. You must ask questions so that we're sure you listened. I told you we'll be running very quickly today. To take us further will be a very special session that we are having. I'm going to call the discussants, and they'll be discussing on the theme, Emerging Taxpayers Group, the journey so far and navigating the way forward. In no special order, may I, first of all, call on the lady in our midst, the first lady in our midst. She is Director, FCT. Please put your hands together for Mrs. Oyeni Yidiat as she comes forward. Also to join her on stage, is Olufemi Oyebanji, PhD, Director, Lagos. Please put your hands together for him as he comes forward. Also joining him on stage is the man I called up earlier. I referred to him as Otumba Gbenga Daniel, PhD. Please, he's the Director South and the co-host here. Is that how you clap for your host? Thank you. Joining us on stage here also is one of the big four, too. He is Alhaji Abdulhamid Muazu, the Director Not. Please put your hands together for him. Joining us on stage here too, if he's here with us now, is one of our very best too. They call him the VC of the FIRS Training School. Is he here with us, sir? Okay, if it's okay, he will join us. Okay, he will join us shortly while the discussion is going on, but he will be coming up very soon. He's the Director, Career and Skills Development Department. And to do justice to this discussion, as the moderator will be none other than our own very own Frank Obaru. Please put your hands together for him as he comes forward to do justice to this session.
All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. It's been a very interesting journey in the last 5 weeks or thereabout since we started these sessions. We started with Abuja, and then we traveled to Kanu, and then Lagos, and we are here today for the grand finale in the city of Uyo. And it's been very interesting, having these conversations. They've been very enriching, having our very best share their experiences, and of course, talk about the way forward for not just the service, but for emerging taxpayers group. And right to my right here is our First Lady in the group, Mrs. Yidia Toyeni, who is Director, FCT, Emerging Taxpayers Department. She's very experienced. She has served as tax controller at various levels, and she's also served as a state coordinator and currently director. And just after her is Dr. Olufemi Oyebanji. For those who don't know him, he previously served as head of audit, tax controller, state coordinator in Lagos before his elevation to his present office as director, ETD Lagos. And immediately following him is Alhaji Abdulhamid Muazu. He has had a more interesting journey. He has been local VAT officer. He has been tax controller multiple times in small tax offices, medium tax, and then he was also a state coordinator as well at some point before his present appointment as acting director, ETD North. So he covers 19 states in the north. And then, of course, your own very own director, I don't know whether I should introduce him or I should just skip him and go to the next. But in case there are some of you who do not know him, is Dr. Olubenga Daniel Adebayo. Is also served as local VAT officer and tax controller, and then state coordinator, and then his present office as well. So they've all had very rich experience, and that's why we're benefiting from their wealth of experience across the group. And when he was introduced, he wasn't here. He's famously known as the Vice Chancellor of Federal Inland Revenue Service. Some even call him Rector. Some call him Provost, all sorts of names. But he's the Chief Learning Officer of the service, Mr. Tio Adego. And they will all be sharing their experience here with us today. And I hope we, learn one or two things from them. To start, I would first of all call on Director Lagos. Director Lagos, who have been to your state, who have been, across the country together as well. And we would like to hear from you, not just because your department, for obvious reasons, being Lagos, was the best performer, but also want to hear from you in terms of how is Lagos doing it? What can ETD South, our colleagues here, learn from Lagos?
It's okay. Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I want to thank the chairman in particular and our CD for organizing this kind of retreat where we share ideas and discuss, interact on the way to move the service forward. To achieve a laudable achievement in Lagos in terms of revenue collection during 2024 fiscal year could be attributed to one, strategic planning, effective execution, and the use of technology in our operation. And some of the strategies we embarked upon in achieving such a huge feat include, but not limited to, the following. The first one is we engage the use of a data-driven approach by leveraging and integrate technology in all our operations. By this, invariably we collect data through bank transactions, other third-party records and information, so as to improve compliance and increase revenue generation. That is not the only strategy we embarked upon. 2, we engage in regular tax audit exercises based on profiling of cases before going to the field. So